Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going through the Garden Tower Defense overall unit tier list. Every single unit in the game, all 130 of them, ranked from the best all the way down to the worst. But before we start, let me explain what this list actually is, because a lot of people get it wrong. This is a gameplay tier list. It ranks every unit on how well it actually performs when you are playing. So that is damage, range, how much area it covers, whether it slows or stuns, and how far it carries you into the late waves. It is not a value list. It has nothing to do with what a unit is worth. A unit can be really expensive and still be terrible, and a unit can cost you almost nothing and still be the best thing on your board. There are 5 tiers, and here is what each one means. Meta is the top. These are the units the best players actually run, and if you have one, you use it. Strong is right behind. Not quite meta, but these carry you and you will never feel bad using them. Average is the middle. They do a job, they work, but something above them does it better. Niche means it only works in specific situations, certain maps, certain modes, certain waves. And bad means it needs a buff. Do not build your team around these. All right, let's go through the whole board, top to bottom. Meta tier. 14 units out of 130 made it up here, so that is about 1 in 9. These are the ones that actually win you games. Tesla Flora, top-tier DPS. Bouncing Shroom, very strong in Classic mode. Earth Dragon, still heavily used in Classic mode on Dojo and Graveyard. Festive Glowthorn, can be used from early game to end game. Comment which meta unit you actually run. Just the name, Seed Mill. Provides around 20% more seeds and is always used in team play. Iced Prism Flower, performs similarly to Tesla and Winter in most classic scenarios. Range Leaf, range booster for squads. Potato, top-tier DPS unit used in main loadouts. Timekeeper, strong utility unit. Winter Ray Flower, core pick alongside Tesla and the support units. Witch Leaf, high-value unit used in standard meta setups. Champion's Bee Stinger, improved stats plus a passive. Master's Banana Peel, the upgraded version of Banana Peel. Quick fire through the rest of the row. Festive Garden War Bell. Next up, Strong tier, 22 units. Everything in here is genuinely good. If you are still working towards a meta unit, this row is what you run. Orangi, around 40% slow. Banana Peel, strong unit with good stun. Beehive, recently buffed. Cryolesia, 60% slow, around a 10-second cooldown, and around 60,000 damage over time. Frost Golem, strong and reliable utility unit. Gold Lawnmower, strong starter option. Iris of Thorns, around 16,000 DPS and a fast ability, but still single target. Kaboom Shroom, great for hard waves. Prism Leaf, around 360 DPS early. Sub-Zero Stem, strong slow plus good single target damage. Quick fire through the rest of the row. Black Clover, Blazewood, Bloom Nova, Corrupted Stem, Dithesia, Egg Platinum. And 6 more sitting in that same row. Now average tier, and this is the biggest row on the whole board, 39 units. That is nearly a third of the entire game sitting in the middle. These all work, they are just not the best at anything. Bee Stinger, decent, but clearly weaker than the champion version. Chomp Man, decent mid-tier DPS. Hellroot, better than most mid-tier units. Ice Dragon, strong but expensive and harder to use on multi-lane maps. Be honest, how many of these are still on your team? Comment the number. Juggercorn, around 12,500 AoE DPS, but not competitive with the top units. Lucky Clover, outclassed now. Mud Mauler, recently buffed. Plant in the Box, good slow and cost efficiency. Regeneration Flower, good starter. Starfruit, around 14,000 DPS. Stick Petal, around 50% slow utility. Super Sprout, high range, quick fire through the rest of the row. Ethervine, Bloominator, Bubble Plant, Candy Cane Bloom, Doom Petal, Dream Petal, Floral Overseer, Frost Shade, and 19 more sitting in that same row. Niche tier, 32 units. These are not useless. They just need the right map or the right mode, and outside of that, you have got better options. Big Mushroom, only 1 AoE attack. Blossom Barrage, low effectiveness. Fanflower, Pure Stall, Fisherman. Good stall, but limited. Infinity Petal, expensive for the value it gives. Night Spire, around 10,000 DPS, but still mid-tier. Petal Ray, good cost efficiency, but still weak. Snow Spore, cheap with infinite placement. Spider Lily, hard to upgrade and use. Quick fire through the rest of the row. Astral Blossom, Ballistic Banana, Beamstalk, Bloodvine. Candy Cane Supernova, Caratastrophe, Corn, Dual Blaster Bud. And 15 more sitting in that same row. And finally, bad tier. 23 units that genuinely need a buff. If one of these is on your team right now, that is a slot you are wasting. Atomic Pepper, severely underperforming. Electric Beetroot, needs a rework. Walnut, severely underperforming. Comment the one you think needs a buff the most. And the rest of the bottom of the board. Aura Bloom, Blackberries, Cursed Fruit, Echo Fern, Electro Leaf, Grapes, Grave Crawler, Ion Iris, Laser Plant, Lil Stump, and 10 more sitting in that same row. That is the whole board. All 130 units, ranked. Now here is something useful that is easy to miss. Champions Bee Stinger and Masters Banana Peel are upgraded versions of units a lot of you already have. Bee Stinger on its own sits in average tier. Champions Bee Stinger is meta. Same unit, 2 whole tiers higher. Banana Peel on its own sits in strong tier. Masters Banana Peel is meta. Same unit, a whole tier higher. So before you go hunting for something new, check what you are already holding. Okay, one last thing, and this is a bonus. It is not what the tier list is measuring. I run the value list for this game as well, so I lined the two up. Range Leaf is meta tier, one of the best units in this whole video. It is worth 3. Its demand is 2 out of 10. And Chomp Man, which we put in average tier, is worth 5,900. So the strongest units are not always the expensive ones, and the expensive ones are not always strong. Those are 2 completely different lists, and this video is the first one. If a unit is good, use it. What it costs is a separate question. The full tier list is on the site, and the link is on the screen right now. It is updated whenever the meta shifts, so it stays current. Drop a like if this helped you out, subscribe for more Garden Tower defense, and I will see you in the next one.